So let's take a closer look at the automation settings in SMSGo. This is where you can control exactly which messages are sent for the different trigger event types. You can edit the messages and customize the time intervals between different follow-up messages. We have divided the notification settings into 5 groups on this page: abandoned cart, shipping, orders, customers, and opt-in subscribers. Each line item needs to be enabled using the status button if you want to send out that message type. You'll see some basic summary stats here indicating how many messages were sent, how many clicks you got, and the revenue that was generated by this message type. Then you can click on the pencil icon here to edit the details for each message if you want to change it. Let me walk you through an example here in the abandoned cart section. The other ones are very similar with a few small variations. At the top here, you can change the name of the message if you want to, and set the scheduled delay of the message after the event. Just drop down a number here and select the time unit. By the way, all messages show this customer button here that cannot be switched off here, but you'll see for some message types that you can also enable sending a copy to the admin. Then in this section here, you can choose if this message uses the extended features of MMS messaging. MMS text messages are available in some countries and not in others. They are basically using a media-enriched message type that can include images and also more characters fit into a single message. They are a bit more expensive to send, but similar to the difference between HTML emails and text-only emails, they can give your conversion rates a huge boost. So they're definitely worth it. So here you can select if messages to the countries that have MMS available will use them. All other countries will receive the normal plain SMS message anyway. The main enhancement for the MMS format is adding an image to the message. When you check this option, you can upload your company logo here, and that will add to the branding and recognizability of your messages. You can also go one step further and add a product image. In this case, the variant image of the product that was in the abandoned cart will be added. So that's cool that they can even see the actual color that they had in the cart right in the message here. So as you can see, when you select that option, that replaces the logo image, so you don't have to set that up in this case. Now, down here in this section, you can compose or change the actual message. You can obviously type here in this field and edit the text, and this shortcodes drop down opens a bunch of shortcodes you can use in the text. These will merge in dynamic content, like for example the abandoned cart URL, discount codes, the name of the customer, etc. You can play with that if you want. You can also select here if you want to use a preset discount code in this message. You can simply add a discount here by either a fixed amount or percentage, and when this checkbox is checked, this discount code will be automatically added into this abandoned checkout URL shortcode. And lastly, you can add a short reply stop to opt out message if you want. This just adds text here that lets the recipient know that they can text stop back to opt out from future messages. You can check if it's working by sending a test message. This will go to the phone number you've set up in the SMSGo store info configuration. Any links included in test messages will not be functional as they are only for testing. Now, the other message types, like for example the shipping notification here, they have all the same components, but if you take a closer look at the shortcodes, you'll see that they vary, as some shortcodes apply only to some message types, but not to others. But the principle of making changes is all the same. For some message types, you can also send a copy to the admin. These settings here reflect the settings in the general setup page that we've gone over earlier. Let me point out a few specific message types. A very cool message type that is pretty sophisticated is the order delivered message. This taps into the Shopify integrations with all kinds of delivery services and gives you a chance to let your customer know firsthand that their order was delivered. Of course, you'll want to include a little added message to build the relationship, maybe add another coupon code, or ask them for a review later. Here's another great one in the orders section. If you are using COD as a payment method, you really love this one. This message sends a special link to the customer that they can use to confirm or cancel the order before you ship it. SMSGo will add different tags to the order when the customer clicks on the confirm or cancel buttons. These tags, verified or COD cancellation, can be used to take different actions with these orders prior to shipping. This can, of course, greatly reduce your problems with returns on these orders. And also these other message types here that you can send when the orders reach a certain status, they can really help you build your customer relationships for cross sales and repeat orders, or even recapture another sale after a refund or cancellation. So you should really enable them and just check out the default copy or edit them a bit if you want. Sending these messages is where the money in retargeting is. And as always, just sometimes getting it done is better than getting it perfect. So I would recommend that you just check and send them and use these messages without obsessing too much about perfect content or making everything better before you even turn it on. That's of course also true for the opt-in subscriber messages. These are messages that go out to visitors who have subscribed via one of the opt-in tools that we're going to go over in a separate video, but they have not made any purchase. Enable this message and set it up to retarget them pre-cart. So just remember that you have to enable each message that you want to be used by turning on the status switch over here on the right for each message type. In the next video, I'll show you how to build SMSGo audiences and send bulk campaigns to them.